you silly thing. That's not what I meant by Rosewater. Now, for a real Rosewater-inspired drink using rosewater that you find in a little concentrate, I've come up with a twist on a traditional Ramos Gin Fizz. Ramos Gin Fizz was invented in New Orleans in the 1880s by Henry Ramos. It was so popular in Louisiana that Huey Long, when he was governor of Louisiana, actually brought bartenders to New York so he could have a Ramos Gin Fizz every morning.
I think that's all right. I think that's all right. But be sure about it.
So what I've done is put a little twist on the traditional gin fizz, inspired by rosewater and using an iris-flavored gin. It's a really simple recipe, but you have to have the right tools. A shaker is really key in making a good gin fizz. So we start with lemon, and we do a juice of a lemon and put the seeds there. So we do 1 whole lemon and the juice of a lime. Lime really, the lemon and lime gives it that daiquiri base. If you really look at a lot of cocktails and the history of cocktails, there's a lot of citrus to give it a base, and then the sugar. If you think of a good margarita and different cocktails, a daiquiri, the Ramos Gin Fizz, although the twist on this is it actually has cream in it. So we do the lime, and then we're going to add some of our wonderful, about 4 ounces of the gin. And I love this iris flavored gin. I've been experimenting a lot with craft cocktails, and there's so many great ingredients out there that are different to work with, and this is one that I found. I find that these new ingredients really inspire you to come up with some new twist on some old recipes. I have 1 ounce of simple syrup. And then let me tell you about rosewater. It's very intense. I mean, it tastes just like it smells, like a bouquet of roses. But you don't want your cocktail to be too perfumey, so we're just going to put about 3 drops. And then we're going to add the cream, which is going to help give it a nice froth, and the egg white, 1 egg white. In Natchez, where I live, we talk about cocktails a lot, and if there's a cocktail before noon, it's called a libation. And we have a lot of brunches, and this would be considered a libation. It's a morning cocktail. It's not something you would typically have later in the day. So I guess the egg white counts for a breakfast item or brunch. We're gonna put plenty of ice in it. I don't have it completely filled with ice because you're gonna want enough room to really shake it. And so I've got the shaker. What we're doing is we're trying to froth the egg white and the cream in it. This should have a nice frothy head, just almost like a beer is what you want when you pour it. You do this for a while. And look at that nice pale color from the iris gin. And there's how you make a floral fizz. Now you need to taste this.
Thank you, my dear. Cheers. Wow. Now that's more like it.